down. Very much. Hello there and welcome to School's Out. My name's Danny Wallace and this is the quiz show that'll send you hurtling back to a time of Chinese burns and bullying. In other words, the happiest days of your lives. Tonight we have with us three hugely gifted star pupils, all of whom are competing to win a cash prize for a school of their choice while being tested on anything from long division to the periodic table to Oxbow Lakes. Exactly, the Lakes of Kings. Now, each of our star pupils should know the answer to every question I ask, because we were all taught them in school. So, in tonight's show, we have, from Wellington College in Berkshire, a former dorm prefect whose teachers said of him, if all else fails, there's always cabaret. Yes. And if that fails, there's always B&Q. Arriving with no fewer than 11 O-levels, 5 of them at grade A, it's comedian and impressionist Rory Bremner. Our next guest is a complete waste of talent. Not my words, the words of his form tutor at the St Simon's Stock School in Maidstone, who went on to describe him as charming, courteous and very lazy. His mum was one of the dinner ladies, which he says was a bad thing. Not as bad as discovering your dad is one of the dinner ladies. His alter ego is Barry from EastEnders, but his unaltered ego is Sean Williamson. And finally, I am proud to introduce a man that I think embodies the true spirit of this show, the true spirit of education. Not only did he achieve 11 O-levels and 3 A-levels, not only was he elected head boy, but he recently received an honorary degree from Queen's University Belfast, meaning I'm now contractually obliged to call him Dr. Patrick Kielty, medicine woman. From the Sacred Heart Primary School in County Down, comedian and Dr. Patrick Kielty. So, if my maths is correct, that's all 3 celebrities introduced, so let's play round 1. Now, to say the questions in round 1 are easy would be an insult to easy questions. There are 5 points for a correct answer, and I'll be asking you 4 questions each. But please pay attention, because I will be coming to you at random. Are you ready?
No.
No what?
No, sir.
Excellent work, Kielty. Top of the class. OK, here we go. Maths. What is 90 divided by 6? Bremner.
Oh.
Basic maths. 90 divided by 6.
15.
Come on. 15 is correct.
Hey.
Well done. History. Which English king was killed at the Battle of Hastings? Williamson.
Hey, Harold.
King Harold is correct. Science. What are these? Williamson.
They're test tubes full of various dubious substances.
Test tubes is correct.
Thank you very much, sir.
The haunting sounds of the test tubes there. English, spelled definitely. Kielty.
Oh,
It's not O.
D-E-F-I-N-A-T.
Keep going.
Oh.
Don't give up. Follow your heart.
E-L-Y?
You're wrong. D-E-F-I-N-I-T-E-L-Y. Never mind. Geography. What country is this? Bremner.
It's a shocker.
Brazil. Brazil's correct, famous for the Brazilians. Maths. What is 29 plus 32? Kielty.
29 plus 32...
That's what I said.
...is... Hang on, I've got my Casio calculator watch here.
I will confiscate that, Kielty.
I can't... that would be 61.
Is correct. Art. Which 2 primary colours do you need to mix to make orange? Bremner.
Red and yellow.
Is correct. Science. Which metal is liquid at room temperature? Kielty.
Mercury?
Is correct.
Well
Music. Done. What does this symbol mean? Kielty.
Fast forward?
I've got a hand up from Bremner. I can't give you the points, but Bremner, what is it?
It's Ian Paisley. Very loud!
It is indeed. Very loud. Any excuse. Maths. What is this shape called? Williamson.
That is called a hexagon.
Hexagon is correct. R.E. What were the name of Jesus' parents? Bremner.
Mary and Joseph.
Is correct. English. What is the plural of son-in-law? Williamson.
Sons-in-law.
Is correct. Oh, stay where you are, please. That bell is for me, not for you. And I can tell you that after round 1, the scores are as follows.
Have you been inspected by Ofsted yet?
Well, bottom of the class, who'd have thought it, with just 10. It's Kielty. But tying for lead with 20 apiece, Bremner and Williamson.
That's an awfully good result, Rory. We certainly weren't wasting our time.
Bremner, who was that?
That was Peter, also known as Pog White.
And is he the fellow that said to you could always fall back on cabaret?
Yeah.
So he saw in you...
He said, career in show business if all else fails. So, obviously, it failed.
You're a very handsome man, you're striking, you've got a great head of hair, but not as good as you had when you were at school. There you are. It's a fine look.
Do you know who he looks like? Do you know the little kid?
If you say Leo Sayre, you're going to...
Do you know the little kid who used to go on Wogan pretending to know about antiques?
Kielty, if you're going to take the mick out of my haircut, I'll see you in the playground after.
Yeah, exactly. You're not thinking of going back to that look, Adam?
No, that's not my own hair. I was wearing it for a dare.
Oh, really?
That's in the Natural History Museum now, that hair.
Kielty, Dr. Kielty.
Dr. Kielty, indeed.
Now, you're no stranger to titles. You know, I'm calling you doctor, but you're also head boy.
Yes.
So that must have been quite good.
I was head boy for a small period, but almost lost it in the infamous 1987 Bumgate inquiry.
What?
Well, we were skiing with the convent girls' school from up the road, and basically some lads got their bums out on the ski trip, and being the head boy, I was designated to hunt down the bums.
A kind of witch hunt.
I was basically a witch bum hunt.
And I hope you did what the teacher said, and you dubbed those boys in.
No, being a Northern Irish Catholic, I refused to speak under questioning. It's true. I did.
Williamson.
Sir.
Your mother was a dinner lady.
Yes,
At your school?
Yeah.
You say that's a bad thing. Why?
Well, you couldn't get away with anything, could you?
But 2 school dinners a day you had.
2 school dinners a day, plenty of Brussels.
Extra pudding?
Yeah, my dad used to eat out.
All right, fair enough. If you dropped a plate in your kitchen, did everyone cheer? Anything you're hoping comes up tonight? Any lessons in particular?
Oh, home economics.
Home ec?
Yeah.
Bad luck. It's round 2 now, the timetable round, which, oddly enough, we've timetabled for now. It's based on the Gregorian school week, which is Monday to Friday, and I'm going to ask each of our star pupils to choose a day. They'll then have to choose a lesson from the morning and one from the afternoon to answer questions on. Single lessons are worth 5 points, but doubles, being doubly difficult, are worth how many, Williamson?
Sorry?
They're worth 10. So, Bremner, you're in the lead so far, or joint lead, so we'll come to you first. I'll ask you, please, to choose your day.
Thursday?
Thursday, OK. What's leaping out at you from the morning?
Let's start with English language.
English language, OK, for a single. He leapt like a salmon is an example of which figure of speech?
Simile.
A simile is correct. Excellent. Different from metaphors, because it uses the word like. Williamson, choose your day.
I'll have Mondays.
So choose your lesson from the morning.
Well, astonishingly enough, I don't think it's going to be RE. I'll have English lit.
English lit for a single, OK? Take a look at this.
Tiger, tiger, burning bright, in the forests of the night, what immortal hand or eye could frame thy fearful symmetry? Who wrote this poem?
Who wrote
Well
that
read,
poem?
my dear. Well done. It was William Blake.
OK, let's have a look.
The Tiger was written by William Blake.
Hooray! Good work, Williamson. That ties you for the lead. Kielty, choose your day.
Let's go Wednesday.
Wednesday, OK. What do you want from the morning?
Nothing there at the moment, to be honest.
OK.
I'll have double chemistry.
Double chemistry?
Please, sir. I'm behind.
Have a look at this.
This is what happens when you ignite a mixture of iron oxide and aluminium. The aluminium has displaced the iron, so which 2 substances are left after the reaction?
What do you think? Which 2 substances?
Can I just say that being the only man from Northern Ireland, why'd you give me the explosive question? And can I just say, from personal experience, after the explosion, nothing is left. It's going to be aluminium oxide.
OK, and the other one? It is a double, I do need both.
Whenever my mum did that in the kitchen, it was always burnt spaghetti, if that's any help.
Iron.
You're saying iron and aluminium oxide? Let's have a look.
The 2 substances after the reaction are iron and aluminium oxide.
He did! Excellent work. Bremner, your lesson from Thursday afternoon.
Ari.
Ari for a single. One of the 5 pillars of Islam. What is the name of the pilgrimage to Mecca?
So the Hajj.
The Hajj is correct. Over to you, Williamson. Choose your next subject from Monday afternoon.
OK, well, I know absolutely nothing about physics. I'll go for art, please.
Art for a single. Monet, Manet and Renoir are all associated with which style of painting? Now, you might not be familiar with their work, so here are some pictures to help you.
It's the same school as Rory, I think.
Yeah.
Which is?
It's the Impressionists.
Hooray!
Hey!
Kielty, choose your second question from Wednesday afternoon.
I was terrible at maths. Music?
Music for a double. This could really help you. This would tie you in the lead.
Yeah.
Have a look at this.
That was a piece called The Elephant. Which work did it come from and who wrote it?
I was actually hoping that he was going to ask me how many strings were on,
Yes,
were
I'm sure
on the
you were.
guitar that he was playing.
The guitar that he was playing.
I said, I'm from Ireland. I've never seen a fiddle that big in my life. What's the piece again?
The piece was called The Elephant, but which work does it come from and who wrote it?
Is it from Peter and the Wolf?
Which animal would that represent?
I would...
An elephant?
I would say the elephant. I've no idea.
OK, well, let's have a look.
It's from The Carnival of the Animals by Sanson.
It's from...
Sanson.
Yeah.
Of course. Sanson.
He's kicking himself. So, at the end of round 2, I can tell you the scores are as follows. Kielty is still bottom of the class with 20. It's still tying for the lead with 30 apiece. Bremner and Williamson. So, Bremner, I guess at school, were you doing impressions of the teachers?
Yeah.
Is that something you did?
Yeah, that was my first one I ever did.
Who was that?
He was a French teacher. I think he's still teaching French now. A guy called Derek Swift.
Derek Swift, OK.
And he was the best teacher I ever had.
Really?
So I paid him back by taking the mickey out of his voice, which is rather unusual and a very difficult voice to do.
Does he know about it?
I don't know.
Well, let's find out as I welcome Mr. Swift.
Yes! Oh, my...
Come on, Bremner.
This is your life. You haven't changed.
You look very young, Swifty. You've done quite well. I'm calling you Swifty. Sorry. Slightly disrespectful of me. I do apologise. How was that impression, though, that he did of you?
Not too bad. I'm not one of his best ones, though.
Oh, really?
He can't do it. He can't do the voice.
Can you?
That was nothing like it. No, his words like difficult. Say difficult.
Difficult.
Difficult, you see.
Yes.
You know, it's words like that.
There's a touch of the Nelson Mandela there as well, but that might have just been me. I'm not entirely sure.
I think it's you.
It absolutely is. Can you do a Bremner?
I can do one of him doing me.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's see if you can do one of him when he was at school. Let's remind ourselves what he looked like. There he is, up on the screen there. I've got a little thing that might help Swifty out. Let's put that on. Excellent work. A mark out of 10?
I'll give him 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10 for Swifty. There you go, Mr. Green. Now, hors d'oeuvre, boutique, déjà vu. All good old English words, you might think, but in fact, they're not. Incredible as it may seem, historians have traced those words back to the French. And it's French that we now turn to with round 3, the dreaded French oral. And to help us, please say willkommen to our external examiner, Mademoiselle Virginie. Now, for the benefit of everyone here, let's just check that she is indeed French. Virginie, what did you have for lunch today?
I had a baguette.
You had a baguette?
Yeah.
Good enough for me. So, you'll each have a short chat with Virginie in French. Try and respond to the questions using complete sentences. There'll be extra marks for any grammar you can throw in there and the use of any pointless hand gestures or general Gallic flair. So, first up to face the wrath of Mademoiselle Virginie, Monsieur Kielty.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Asseyez-vous, s'il vous plaît.
Merci. Ça va?
Ça va?
Oui.
Oui, d'accord.
How vous doing?
s'il vous plaît, j'aimerais que nous parlions de vos vacances. Est-ce que vous aimez beaucoup voyager?
J'ai 12 ans.
Est-ce que
J'habite
s'il vous plaît,
un petit village au bord de la mer.
s'il vous plaît.
Oui.
Est-ce que vous aimez les voyages?
Ah, les voyages?
Oui.
Ah oui, les voyages, c'est un favorite pour moi. Derrière les globes, les Irlandais, les Français, et l'Amérique, mais les Américains et les Français, et...
Excusez-moi, ça va ou je vous dérange pas? Bon, alors où êtes-vous parti en vacances l'été dernier?
les vacances...
Où?
Où?
Restez concentrés, s'il vous plaît.
Non?
Alors, où
Mais
êtes-vous parti?
Vous,
Bon.
vous êtes très jolie.
Bon.
Et voulez-vous...
Excellent work, Kielty. So, Virginie, where to start? What was going on?
I don't know. We're trying to talk about holidays.
And then you started talking about latte coffees.
No, last summer.
Oh, last summer.
Last
If you can speak
summer.
English, why did you ask me in French?
You're here for that.
Oh, sorry.
At the beginning, he was trying to avoid my questions because he didn't understand anything.
Right.
So he was telling me that he was 12 years old, which I'm convinced.
Okay.
So yeah, his French is not good.
Okay, give me a mark out of 20.
I'm gonna give him a 7.
7! Back you go, Kielty. Please, we must remain calm. Back you go. I'm sorry, she's a hard French lady.
That is...
Very tough, but
Right.
we must go with her decision. Next up, Monsieur Williamson. Go for it.
Bonjour.
Bonsoir, mademoiselle.
Asseyez-vous, s'il vous plaît. Comment allez-vous?
Ça va?
Ça va bien?
Tout est formidable.
Merci. J'aimerais que nous parlions de votre famille. Avez-vous des frères et sœurs?
Non.
Non. Avez-vous des animaux?
Animaux?
Oui.
Oui, je have deux alpacas, lama, deux chiens,
Oui.
deux miaou, et
Chat?
le chat,
Des chats.
deux chats et 33 l'oiseau.
Et avec tout ça, vous vivez dans un appartement?
33 l'oiseau. Non, c'est grande ars.
Well done, Williamson. Okay. Virginie, that seemed to be pretty animal-based.
We were talking about his family, and as he didn't have any brothers or sisters, he just started talking about his pets,
Okay.
which he has a lot of pets, as I can see.
He seems to live in a zoo.
Yeah, actually, I think so. He tried really hard.
Okay.
He did a lot of mistakes. He made a lot of mistakes.
You're telling me he put the effort in, which is hugely important.
Yeah, but it's not enough for me.
Okay, give me a mark out of 20.
A 5.
5!
Merci.
Back you go, Williamson.
Au revoir, merci.
Back we go. Okay, next up to face Mademoiselle Virginie Bremner.
Bonsoir.
Asseyez-vous, s'il vous plaît.
Merci, ça va?
Comment allez-vous?
Très bien, vous allez bien?
D'accord. Alors, j'aimerais que nous parlions de votre travail.
Oui.
Qu'est-ce que vous faites dans la vie?
Bon, moi je suis comédien, j'imite les gens, alors surtout les hommes politiques, surtout comme M. Bush, M. Blair, mais
Vous
aussi
pouvez
les
me faire
acteurs.
une imitation?
Une imitation de qui alors?
Faites-moi une imitation. Je vais essayer de deviner.
De
ce que
M.
vous-
Bush?
Ah, je devinerai.
Ah bon,
Faites-moi ce
alors. Bon, je m'appelle. Je peux pas parler en français. C'est quoi mon nom? Je m'appelle George Bush. Est-ce que vous savez où se trouve Iran? Parce que moi, eux, ils font une très grande bombe. Et moi, je suis en train de conduire une grande guerre contre le tourisme.
Alors, excusez-moi. Bon, alors, Monsieur Blair, moi je suis Monsieur Blair. Je peux vous répondre à vos questions, mais les questions de la police, ça va pas. Est-ce que vous vous voulez avoir une place dans the House of Lords?
Excellent work, Bremner. Virginie, that seemed to me, from where I'm standing, to be quite incredible. It seemed like a French-off at
I don't
one
know who I
point.
was talking to.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I thought it was French.
Oh, did you? That good?
Oh, yeah, really good. Really? No mistake at all.
Really?
No.
None?
I thought she'd made a couple of grammatical mistakes.
No, he was really good. We were talking about his job, and he did some interpretation for me.
OK.
Not funny. but good French. Excellent French.
OK, I'm giving you a mark out of 20.
I'm going to give him a 17.
17! Thank you very much, Virginie.
Tu sais, Danny, en ce moment, je suis d'humeur assez romantique. Je me demandais si éventuellement on pourrait pas partir tous les deux se promener quelque part en Italie, à Rome, Florence, Venise éventuellement.
Je m'appelle Danny et je parle très bien le français.
So, at the end of round 3, the scores are as follows. Well, still bottom of the class with 27, it's Kielty. Second place with 35, Williamson. But storming ahead, top of the class with 47, Bremner. Now, round 4 is our project round. Now, I know that many of you will remember spending weeks and weeks at school working on a project, whole terms even. Well, we've managed to condense all that down to about 3 minutes. So, to introduce this week's project, let's dim the lights and have a look at this short, informative, educational programme.
Watch.
Close your eyes and pretend that you're floating in space.
Hey, look, Ken! I'm floating. Look, everybody.
While Louise is out there, I'll float around in here.
It's lovely out here. I can see the earth down there. Oh, look! It turned upside down.
Tastes good. Looks funny, doesn't it? I bet you've never had beef stew through a straw before. But this is what all space food is like. If you tried to eat it off a plate, it would just drift away.
Yep, they obviously had bigger budgets in those days. So your topic is space. So 3 questions on space, starting with this one. Let's all imagine that, like the lucky people in that clip, we're travelling in space. Now, can you tell me, if we wanted to visit the planet with the nearest orbit to Earth in the solar system, what would that planet be? Write it down. Using your hand, Sean.
Bremner's actually got the cog hand out, right? He's got the exam hand.
Exactly. Don't put the moon, because that, of course, is a moon.
He's got a plan.
Now you told us.
All right. Pens down, please. OK, Bremner, hold it up and say it out loud.
Mars.
Williamson.
Mercury.
Kielty, stop.
Pluto.
He is. All right, you're saying Mars, Mercury and Pluto. Let's have a look. It's Venus. Named, of course, after the tennis player. Question 2. Let's move on to the stars. You each have a card printed with the stars that make up the constellation Orion. So called because apparently those stars are a spitting image for the mythical character Orion the Hunter. Your task is to draw what this mighty huntsman is supposed to look like up there in the night sky. Now, I don't just want you to join the dots. I want you to draw exactly what you think he looks like. I want you to use your imagination, your creativity, to really bring this mighty huntsman to life. It's an illustration more than anything.
Ah, OK. Hey, dippy-dippy-die, dame, dippy-dippy-die.
Hunter, of course, from the 90s TV show Gladiator. I must rush you. Pens down, please. So, let's just have a look what he actually looks like. There he is, with his huge shield and his mighty baguette. Apparently, that's what you should have done. Bremner, let's see yours first. Hold it up. OK. Well, that's not bad at all, actually. That's pretty good. Williamson.
This was the mighty hunter that looked like a fish.
It's a unique interpretation.
Thank you.
You've really made those stars your own. And Kielty.
That's uncanny.
Just have a little... Just have a look at the other side there. Just a little look.
No, that's...
I'll leave it there. That's the one we're going with.
That's him.
Well, look, Bremner, you didn't get the shield or the sword, but you got the general gist. Full marks to you. OK, final question. This one's for 10 points, OK? This is a big one. You each have a bowl of delicious fruit just under your desk. Just get that out for me. If my melon represents the size of Jupiter, which of your fruits would represent the size of Earth? Have a look through there. You've got nectarines, bananas, cherries, blueberries, blackberries.
Can we assume it's not the banana?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's safe to assume.
Fine.
OK, Bremner, hold up your fruit. You think the Earth is a...
Blueberry.
OK. Williamson, you think the Earth is a...
Blueberry.
Blueberry, OK. And Kielty, you think the Earth is a...
I've taken my cherry.
You think it's a cherry?
I do think it's a cherry.
You took a risk, didn't you?
I did take
a risk on that.
By coming on this show.
Yes, you did. Your classmates both chose blueberries, and they were correct. Because the diameter of Jupiter is 11 times that of the Earth.
They copied each other, though.
He's an impressionist, he can't help it. So, let's have a look at the scores at the end of round 4. Well, surprise, surprise, still in last place, having gained no points in that round. With 27, it's Kielty. In second place with 45, Williamson. But still, top of the class with 62, Bremner. Round 5 now, and time to make our way over to the music block to meet the Schools Out Orchestra. Now, each of our 3-star pupils was given a few minutes before the show to remind themselves how to handle the recorder. Now, you might be thinking the recorder is a very simple instrument, but in the wrong hands, it can be deadly. I was talking to Williamson before the show, and it turns out he hasn't picked up a recorder in 25 years. So, on that dramatic note, and with the help of the Schools Out Orchestra, I'll be asking each of our guests to perform a solo on the recorder when I call their name, before working together as a seamless musical team. They'll be marked on the number of correct notes that they hit. Now, for tonight's musical number, I'd like to throw it open in the spirit of, you know, democracy and openness. Does anyone have any requests? YMCA! YMCA it is. OK, so, band, take it away. Take it away, Williamson. Yeah! Yeah! Bremner! Yeah! Schools Out Orchestra. Well done. Good. Yeah. Well done, boys. Back you go, please, boys. Back you go, Bremner. Back you go, Stu. Back you go, Kielty. So, after that joyous and uplifting experience, we've run the recording through the patent Scores Out music analyzer, and I can now reveal the marks for that round, and that round alone are as follows. Well, Bremner, you scored 4 in that round. Williamson, you got 5. Kielty, your best performance so far, you got 8.
Oh, good.
But let's see what that does to the scores as a whole as we go to the final scores. OK, well, I can tell you that bottom of the class with 35, it's Kielty. In second place with 50, it's Williamson. But way out in the lead with 66, the former dorm prefect, Bremner.
Yes.
Good work, Bremner. I'm very proud of you. Swifty will be 2. And you go on to the final to play for the coveted Schools Out trophy and the coveted cash for a coveted school of your choice. So what school are you playing for tonight?
Well, I'm going to split it because Wellington is a public school, so they'll get some, but also to Colne House, which is a special needs school in the town where I live.
Excellent. Worthy choice. So then, Bremner, in front of you is a weekly school timetable. I'm going to ask you to make your way across the week, starting with Monday and finishing with Friday, correctly answering 1 question a day. You have just 60 seconds to do this, and you must choose at least 1 double lesson along the way. For every day you complete, you'll earn £400 for your school. Get all the way down to Friday, and we'll give you £2,500. Your time starts when I ask the first question. So, which lesson would you like from Monday?
On, Rory.
English Lit.
English Lit for a double. Here we go. In poetry, a pair of rhyming lines, usually of the same length, are called what?
A couplet.
Is correct. Choose one from Tuesday.
English language double.
English language for a double. The phrase "a deafening silence" is an example of which figure of speech?
An oxymoron.
Is correct. Choose a subject from Wednesday.
R.E.
R.E. for a double. According to the Bible, who baptised Jesus and in which river?
In the River Jordan.
Yes. The clues in
John the
his name?
Baptist.
John the Baptist is correct. Choose one from Thursday.
Better go for art double art.
Art double. In a painting, what is the name for the point on the horizon where parallel lines appear to meet? The something point?
A vanishing point.
It's correct. Choose one from Friday.
Double history.
Double history. Which kings led the respective sides at the Battle of Bannockburn in 1314?
The English was Edward, and the Bannockburn, it would be... It's Robert the Bruce.
It's correct. Congratulations to you, Bremner. You've won the full £2,500 for the school of your choice. But hey, no one goes away empty-handed on this show. Both our runners-up will receive one of these magnificent wooden Schools Out crests with a giant finger. And Bremner, you also receive the coveted
Go on.
Schools Out trophy. Here it is. More of a trophy there.
They've washed it.
They have washed it. We'll do anything for you, Bremner. Well, that's it for Schools Out tonight. Thanks to our star pupils, Rory Bremner, Sean Williamson and Dr. Patrick Kielty. Thanks to you for watching, and I'll leave you with the words of a former pupil at Bremner's old school, George Orwell, who said, "No one can look back on his school days and say with truth that they were altogether unhappy. I hope you can say the same when you look back on tonight's show. Good night."